why keep it steady? I get the W, throw the confetti. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. Squad of gorillas, the army, the navy. When I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready.
As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
This defense for the Packers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
Pushing his way through. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Throw left side complete. That's Walton. And it's a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too. I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd down, it's Harris. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The Packers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. On the give, this is Harris. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize is well short of the first. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
77 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to look to throw. This is caught. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Harris. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw now on first down.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
options galore here. Second and a few inches.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete.
And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Back to throw again. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
The try here for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
The score, Vikings 21, Packers 14.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw now on the final play. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Green Bay. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
He'll look to throw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and had the guts to go for the pass instead. And as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
He's got room to run past the 20. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
He finds his man complete. It's Walton. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They run again with Harris. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Packers on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
117 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a throw here to his running back, but he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock. Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to... And he'll get in! Touchdown, Minnesota! Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Vikings are looking as if they'll move it to 7-2 as they add on to this lead.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends. And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquill Griffin with a pick.
Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man in a crossing route.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away.